JJ. Lights, camera, action, JJ! Okay. Trophy husband here with wifey. Take 3. I'm trying to learn this kid's Tenyo's finger guillotine, but the instructions are in Japanese. I think it goes something like this. The victim places her finger through the hole. Choose a finger. Okay, she's giving me the middle finger. That's pretty good right there. And then we're going to release the blade and drive it 1, 2, 3 down through the finger. Didn't hurt a bit, did it? Okay. Still lively. We'll pull it out of the finger like that and pull the finger out. And I think it's okay. Can I see your finger? Yeah, it's not bad at all. Her finger is absolutely fine. Not worse for the wear at all. Ta-da! It's the Sunday Morning Magic Show. Okay, who remembers these? You remember these? This thing I got so much friggin' mileage out of when I was a kid. I mean, and when I was actually allowed to have cigarettes hanging around, old boxes of stale cigarettes to put in the bottom there. And I'd cut a carrot, and I played up this trick in every kid's show like you would not believe. And then I graduated to this beautiful hand chopper I had, and I still wish I had it. I'm not sure if you can still get them. It was always blue and yellow. Usually you saw them blue and yellow, and I spent all my allowance on it. Basically, it was a hand chopper, but the blade was solid. You could take the whole blade out, you could chop apples with it, carrots, and you could even let the spectator jam it through your hand, or you go through the spectator's hand. And what would happen is you'd see the hand fall into the basket. And of course, whether it was my hand or the spectator's, depending on the age of the crowd, I'd have a severed rubber hand that I pulled out, and either, do the old hand in the sleeve and put it back on, or sometimes I just threw it out into the audience. And the kids, between the ages of 7 and 8 and 11 and 12, man, they love that. Like, if they were kind of rowdy, the whole thing where I let one of the kids chop my hands off and it didn't work, and I pulled out a stump and I threw the hand out to them, and then they would toss it around and scream. Man, it played so big, and I lost it somewhere in my travels. And I've been thinking that as I was revisiting some chops and stuff, I've got my rope routine together. I got a full routine that I think is going to be perfect. I just have to start doing it and practicing it and filming it. I've got my lunch stuff, napkin, spoon, fork, and knife routine pretty much done. And I got my Joker routine. So I think my 4th routine is going to be body parts. It just works. It works right from the little finger through the shirt kind of thing. And I saw Chris Ramsey's video today where they're all trying not to flash, and the guy doing the finger thing. And I just thought, I've got so many great appendage tricks. I think a whole act, I've even got noses. I've got noses. I think a whole act with body parts would just, tongues and fingers and eyeballs and everything. I just think it would play really, really big. So basically, to coax myself into doing it, I promised myself that if I do develop my final 4th routine, because I want 4 routines so that you could have, a short show, a medium show, a long show in interchangeable parts. If I do come up with an appendage routine, I will actually hire a professional place to make copies of the appendages that I want, like a fake hand and fingers, eye that matches my color, nose, tongue, that kind of thing. Get professional models that match me so that the routine can be done well. I'll probably steal the Mario Lopez trick of pulling your nipple off except actually have a fake nipple, maybe on a pole. Anyway, so I'm getting way off course with that there. I've been fooling with the choppers, and one I've been trying to work on because of a joke that I like to use is one that let's have a quick look at, and then we'll come back and discuss it. Have a look.
Okay.
Okay. Joaquin, do you know what a Brit Milha is? I think that's how you pronounce it.
No, I don't know.
You don't know what a Brit? You could look that up.
I will.
It's the tradition of the circumcision.
Ah, okay.
You never heard of that?
No, not that phrase.
So this is how magicians do it.
Okay.
This is how a magic moil would do it. You heard of moil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, like this. So that is the thumb, because this is a family show,
Yeah.
right? I can't,
Yeah, you cannot do the real
Yeah,
thing.
that's right. Okay.
Come on, Andrew, you can do it.
So, well, I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. So I put this in my little guillotine here, and I can be kind of rough.
Come on.
Okay. I saw a little
Don't tell me when I cut your finger.
like that. Okay. That's the idea. Look at and you be very careful, a magician. It's a tradition. It goes way back. Nobody gets hurt like that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful when you reverse it. You have to do it like a band-aid. And you have to do it in one fell swoop, okay?
Oh,
So
shit.
1, 2, 3, like that.
What?
Right through. And you know what? If you do it right, nothing happens. Your thumb is completely okay. You see?
What the?
It's completely okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay, we're back. So I can kind of make a routine of that. And, I was thinking originally in terms of jokers. How do you circumcise a joker or something like that? I just love the idea of saying, so, who here is circumcised? If you have the right crowd, that's going to be a great way to open a bit. But the friggin' gimmick, I built like 4 or 5 of these, just from a little download off of Penguin. I don't even remember what it's called, but it just doesn't work well. I mean, I'm not a great gimmick maker, so don't let me throw you off of it if it looks like something you want to learn. But I'm gonna have to modify the gimmick if I want to do it. But regardless, I love the circumcision theme. It's stolen from Seinfeld. Remember where the Moyle does the circumcision and he circumcises Jerry's thumb? That's where I got the idea. Anyway, I like the routine. I don't necessarily like the gimmick, but it might just be because I didn't build it well. But I do really like the Tenyo gimmick. I mean, this isn't obviously something you're probably going to perform in a show or anything like that, but it's a great little collectible. And it's truly a little miniature illusion like Misled, a good example, or Cigarette Through Quarter, where I don't know how well you saw it on camera there or how exactly I should perform it, but this point right here, like after you have shown the blade, like after you've displayed the blade and put it in, to come down and just like that. I mean, it's great. It's really good. I mean, and you can show it from all sides. It's a beautiful little miniature illusion. And that's what I think makes it very much a collectible. So, of course, that's one of the giveaways. Now, I've changed my mind about the giveaway because I ran across another cool thing I have to give away. So the idea was I was going to give away just this to one person, and then as a consolation prize, Flame. And then I've been looking for an, let's say, we'll call it an in. I was looking at Cheetah and maybe the new decks that's coming out. And I remembered that I had this cool trick. And I looked at it, like I've opened it and looked at it, but I never used it. It never fit into my routine, and it's a really cool card to pocket, like really good. And I think it should be performed. It's not a collectible in that sense. It's something that should be performed. It should be in someone's routine. So because I had said that this week I'm going to be giving away the Tenyo, which I'll ship a brand new one right from one of the magic shops, probably Penguin, to you. So not the used one. It'll be a brand new one. And again, this has never been used. This has never been used. And I only used this once or twice. One time when you saw it on camera and I just couldn't do it right. But here's the idea. First person to get chosen, first person's name, will get a choice of whether they want the Tenyo Chopper, the Mind Effects Lock, or the Card to Pocket. I don't think anybody's going to want the Flame, but if you want the Flame, you can ask for that too. But I think these three are amazing tricks. Now, obviously, this one, this was with shipping and everything over $100, and this was pretty expensive too. It was under $100, but it wasn't cheap. And then this is a little bit cheaper. So if you're just going on price, obviously you're going to choose this one if you're the first person. But what I'm going to do is, because the last video was really, really long, just like my blabbering now tends to go on and on, the last effect, I didn't get any more than normal people watching that long trick, that long routine. So I didn't get a lot of entries, so I'm spicing it up. If you entered last week, you're still entered, but now you can get a double entry by entering again today. First person I choose gets first choice, second person I choose gets second, third, blah, blah, blah. So you can, if this is not up your alley, just because it's expensive doesn't mean you have to take it. So if you're more of a card to pocket guy, and the gimmicks here are pretty cool, or a collectible guy, then choose those. And this will be the consolation prize. So I will choose 4 people. The fourth person chosen is getting that. They don't get a choice. First gets a choice, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So I don't want to drone on any longer, but I do want to say, for your money as far as chopping goes, the type you can just get off of Amazon, like this, I mean, this little chopper here, it's just fantastic. It's like a better version of this one. Not better in the fact that it's plastic instead of steel, so these last forever, but like, if you want to do a chopper thing and you can get a lot of mileage out of it, it can lead in and out, it can be a bridge piece. Anyway, these, I mean, I think I paid like $15 or something on Amazon for this, and they're so easy to use. I mean, I just loaded it, you know what I mean? Right through the finger, something can chop here. You can actually chop something ahead of time or let the spectator test it. I really think that this is worth its weight in gold. That's it for the week. I will see you next week. The way to enter the contest is just use chop in a sentence and you'll be entered for a second time or for your first time. That's it. Peace out.